plan that not only helps you lose weight but also boosts your energy levels and overall health. That's the power of a low-carb diet. Let's talk about the benefits of a low-carb diet. Picture this. You're on a diet, but you're not feeling deprived or hungry all the time. Instead, you're full of energy, your mind is sharp, and you're shedding pounds like never before. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, welcome to the world of low-carb diets. You see, at the heart of a low-carb diet is a simple principle. Reduce your intake of carbohydrates, and your body will start to burn fat for fuel. This leads to weight loss, but that's not all. A low-carb diet can also enhance your energy levels. Without constant highs and lows of blood sugar, your energy remains stable throughout the day. No more afternoon slumps or cravings for a sugar pick-me-up. But the benefits don't stop there. A low-carb diet can actually improve your heart health. By reducing your carb intake, you naturally lower your levels of triglycerides, the fat molecules that can increase your risk of heart disease. Plus, a low-carb diet often leads to an increase in HDL, the good cholesterol, further protecting your heart. Perhaps one of the most surprising benefits of a low-carb diet is the potential for improved cognitive function. Our brains love ketones, the energy source our bodies produce when we cut carbs and burn fat. Ketones are like superfuel for our brains, helping us to think more clearly and focus better. So you might be wondering, what's the science behind all of this? Well, when we reduce our carbohydrate intake, our bodies need to find another source of energy. That's when our bodies turn to fat, breaking it down into ketones that can be used for energy. This process is known as ketosis, and it's the secret weapon of a low-carb diet. Intrigued? Stick around as we delve deeper into the world of low-carb diets. So what exactly is a low-carb diet? Let's break it down. A low-carb diet is a nutritional plan that restricts the intake of carbohydrates, emphasizing foods rich in protein and healthy fats. The idea is to reduce the amount of carbs you consume, forcing your body to use stored fats for energy, which can lead to weight loss. But not all carbohydrates are created equal. There are two types, simple and complex. Simple carbs, found in foods like white bread, pastries, and sugary drinks, are quickly absorbed by the body, leading to spikes in blood sugar. These are the carbs you'll want to avoid. On the flip side, complex carbs, found in foods like whole grains, legumes, and vegetables, are absorbed more slowly, providing a steady source of energy. These are the carbs that are generally considered part of a healthy low-carb diet. So what foods should you focus on? Well, a typical low-carb diet includes lean meats, fish, eggs, vegetables, and natural fats like butter and olive oil. Fruits can also be included, but in moderation due to their sugar content. Now, it's important to note that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to a low-carb diet. There are several types, each with a different daily carb limit. For example, the ketogenic or keto diet requires you to consume fewer than 20 grams of carbs per day. The Atkins diet, on the other hand, starts with 20 grams per day for the first 2 weeks, then gradually increases the limit as you progress. The low-carb, high-fat LCHF diet allows for a more generous carb intake, often up to 100 grams per day. Choosing the right type of low-carb diet depends on your personal health goals and lifestyle. Whether you're looking to lose weight, control blood sugar, or increase muscle mass, there's a low-carb diet that can help you achieve these goals. Now that you know the basics, it's time to learn how to stick to a low-carb diet. Sticking to a low-carb diet can be challenging, but with these tips and tricks, you'll be a pro in no time. First off, let's talk about meal prepping. This can be a game changer for your low-carb journey. By preparing meals in advance, you can ensure that you always have a healthy low-carb option at hand. Start with simple recipes, perhaps a grilled chicken salad for lunch or a hearty vegetable stew for dinner. As you get more comfortable in the kitchen, you can explore a wider variety of low-carb recipes. Remember, the goal is to make eating low-carb as easy as possible. Next, consider your favorite foods. Are there low-carb versions or substitutes that can satisfy your cravings? For instance, instead of regular pasta, try spaghetti squash or zucchini noodles. Craving for bread? There are numerous recipes for low-carb, almond flour, or coconut flour breads online. It's all about finding alternatives that can keep your meals enjoyable while still sticking to your diet. And speaking of enjoyment, let's not forget about dining out. It's a social activity we all love, but it can be a minefield for someone on a low-carb diet. The key here is preparation. Most restaurants have their menus online, so take some time to review them before you go. Look for dishes that are low in carbs, and don't be afraid to ask for modifications. You'd be surprised how accommodating most places can be. Finally, remember that it's okay to have a cheat day once in a while. A low-carb diet doesn't mean you can't ever indulge in your favorite high-carb foods. It's about balance and making sustainable changes to your eating habits. So, if you're at a birthday party and there's cake, go ahead and enjoy a slice. Just remember to get back on track with your low-carb meals the next day. Remember, consistency is key. But don't fret, we've got more tips up our sleeve. Every diet has its challenges, and a low-carb diet is no exception. But don't worry, we've got solutions. Setting out on a low-carb journey can feel like an uphill climb, especially in the beginning. Some of the most common challenges include cravings for high-carb foods, initial fatigue, and social pressure. But the good news? These challenges are temporary and entirely surmountable. Cravings can be tough, particularly if you're accustomed to a high-carb diet. The key is to find low-carb alternatives that satisfy your cravings. Craving pasta? Try zucchini noodles. Miss your morning toast? Opt for a slice of avocado on a low-carb bread. The options are endless, and with a little creativity, you'll soon find your new favorites. Initial fatigue, often referred to as the keto flu, is another common challenge. This happens as your body adjusts to burning fat for fuel instead of carbs. It's normal, and it's temporary. Stay hydrated, get plenty of sleep, and consider a magnesium supplement to help with this transition phase. Remember, it's a sign that your body is making positive changes. Social pressure can be a bit trickier to navigate. When you're at a party and everyone's enjoying carb-loaded treats, it can feel isolating. But remember, you're not alone. Many people are embracing a healthier lifestyle just like you. Politely declining that piece of cake or that glass of beer is perfectly fine. You're making choices that are best for your health, and that's something to be proud of. It's also worth noting that planning ahead can make a world of difference. If you're going to a social event, consider eating beforehand or bringing a low-carb dish to share. This way, you're not caught off guard, and you can still participate in the festivities without compromising your diet. The journey to a healthier, you might seem daunting at first, but with determination, planning, and a little creativity, you can overcome these challenges. Remember, every small victory is a step towards your goal. With these strategies, you'll be well equipped to tackle any obstacle that comes your way. Ready to embark on your low-carb diet journey? Today is the perfect day to start. This is not just about changing what you eat, but it's about changing your lifestyle for the better. It's about creating a lifestyle that is sustainable, enjoyable, and leads to the best version of you. Taking the first step might seem daunting, but remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Whether your goal is to lose weight, improve your health, or gain muscle, a low-carb diet can be a powerful tool to help you achieve these goals. But don't just dive in head first. Start by setting achievable goals. If your aim is to lose 20 pounds, break it down into smaller, more manageable goals, like losing 1 to 2 pounds per week. This way, it doesn't feel overwhelming, and each small victory will keep you motivated. Maintaining a positive mindset is equally important. There will be days when you might slip up, but that's okay. Mistakes are not failures, they are opportunities to learn and grow. Remember, you're not on this journey for perfection, but for progress. Now, you might be wondering, where do I find low-carb recipes? How do I know what foods to avoid? Don't worry, we've got you covered. There are countless resources available online, from low-carb meal plans to shopping lists and recipes. Look for reputable sources and always consult with a healthcare professional before making any drastic changes to your diet. Moreover, consider joining a support group or forum. Surrounding yourself with people who are on the same journey can be incredibly motivating. You can swap recipes, share experiences, and even turn to them during challenging times. In the end, it's not just about the number on the scale, it's about how you feel. It's about having more energy, feeling more confident, and being healthier. Remember, your health is an investment, not an expense. Start your low-carb journey today and reap the benefits tomorrow.